Yo abusia wa mema kwa na
energy sector. Energy is the engine of Ghana's transformation. Our goal is to turn power from a constraint into a competitive advantage for every home, factory, and enterprise. Reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy will be the fuel that drives the 24-hour economy, powers industry, lights communities, and creates jobs. Through bold reforms, strategic investment, and smarter management, government is building an energy system that not only keeps the light on, but propels inclusive growth across every corner of our country.
Those of you who went to something international, that's where you are now. You are not a Ghanaian, you are not a European, you are not an American, you don't know who you are. This is what Ghana is faced with. No identity, no character, nothing. Just a name that they are human beings. So how for do? I'll leave it at that.
Hello. The minister, members of the press, also conveniently fails to mention the disastrous auction performance throughout 2025. Market participants have delivered a devastating verdict on the administration's economic management through their systematic avoidance of government securities. Out of 45 auctions conducted this year, an unprecedented 25 have failed outright, a failure rate exceeding 55%. That reveals not just market skepticism, but active rejection of government paper. Investors are voting with their feet and their capital, demonstrating a clear preference for short-term instruments over any long-term commitments to a government they no longer trust, just 10 months since they assumed office. This pattern of auction failures has created a vicious cycle. Each failed auction forces the government to rely more heavily on expensive short-term borrowing, which in turn increases rollover risk and further undermines investor confidence. The cumulative shortfalls of 17.5 billion Ghana cedis represent not just a financing gap, but a vote of no confidence in the government's ability to manage the economy sustainably. The stock market's reaction during this budget presentation week provides additional damning evidence of this confidence crisis. This week.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, mame mamo akwaba na yebetwetwe nkomo. Send your tie no unfollow me na unsubscribe me YouTube page na mesrewa. Bomodiana eja. Subscribe ye page no. Na sedani de nyina no meba na me de nkomo no ebrewa. Na chese at the end of the day no na yetimi abomodiana den edi nkomo. Comment section no so ewo ho eyewo dia. Enti ani di mu a wo ba comment section no na onso wachire wadwene eyewo man Ghana ho nkomo na metina ha megina ha ya ye baba bedi. Enti se megina ha na mebedi wo man ho nkomo a ye nyina enso ye Ghana fo eni nti onso bomodin ya ha na onso fa wa no to eye enkomo no mu bi na sebio ye ntimi ma enkomo no nyede enyede wati ase na ye nyina ye ntimi nyede enkyerechire yadwene efa eye Ghana enkomo. Etiane synopsis no eye den. And a synopsis ni very simple. We share eye me topica me de to January. Me say eye minority labels eye 2026 budget as growthless, jobless, and minimalistic. This is coming from eye the MPP political party. And they are from the micro minority. Woman say a budget na ora ato forcing e de betu dwa. Woman chire mu no woman adwene mu de. Budget ne de hwee budget. budget no growth bi anim budget no bibi papa bi ani ye budget ni the MPP for eka no abusia the MPP party eka according to woman no say ye budget ni de bibi papa bi ani wa ye den ewo ye budget ni. This is coming from the MPP party. What then shall we say? MPP party. What then shall we say about a political party from MPP? Dear pa na ususu se ese ye kafa wo mo. Me de wiase na menim se anya. De tie ne se de wonim ene wotufo. Se bio enifre ni ntimi nkyere onifre ni kwan. Eyesa wo mu nyina abehwefo. Na we de onifre ni no opeso wo kyere de ne ebie ekwan. Obi a wonye nifre ni kwan. Ebeden na ye possible. The MPP party ene wo mo call omahomgiem eye ahomgie a Ghana fo ene to abade tia wo mo kese ebi nsida ene MPP fo se wo mo na ebe kire Ghana fo kwan how a ebetimi a govern the nation. Is it possible? In the words of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it is not possible. Say a political party omofa Ghana the exchange rate from $1 now se sako cedi a 4 cedis no. Now omu wie ye say Ghana for say they have men. It ombesisa Ghana for ye shebre. Now omu tam $1 equivalent to 4 cedis no in 2016 no. No mu jano 17 cedis. Today the MPP is telling the entire nation say womo de abanya wa be 10 months investors apaba. This is the MPP party telling the nation. Wow. What a shock. You see, sometimes I am a person me using good words to describe the MPP party. Because that is the MPP party, a political party me belonging. Me free mu me da so ginem. Etiana to de bia. Me pese me hunu how a leaders na we MPP ni mu no. Wo mo dwene. Anyhow wo mo respect Ghana for. Because wo mo bi o man no wo mo kasa. Aya na de free o manu mu ba no. Aya na ebon nyansa enim. How can a former minister tell the entire nation say 2026 budget a budgeter and that's him a budgeter a growthless minimalistic now tear this so the MPP is describing the 2026 budget. Say investors have what? Delivered a poor verdict on Ghana's handling of the economy. Wow. When I say investors, you know, say come Ghana the past 8 years they are, and come back say, and your MPP na so me yomo kama sama for ekasama wo because we all saw what happened the past 8 years under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his own cousin Ken Ofori-Atta. We Johnny free or my Ghana, all because he doesn't want to account for his stewardship. after messing Ghana's economy. Now, Mibusao, is it mandatory say MPP by a press conference or not? Why na ya o two omo for say so mo ba bontin no mo be kasa? Commonsensically no. Enya so mo pepere omo be ba bontin po say they want to speak to the nation. Because anytime Ghanaians hear the name MPP, na Ghana 4% omo fe. Na Ghana for kai womo yaw. The banking cleanup exercise, the DDP, a year friend is saying, a kufa to do betuja. The domestic debt exchange program. Into Ghana for TMP before dia, na Ghana for buafu. Na to read the budget enra. A fantastic budget. Everywhere. Obiya bonisem. Say wow. Ufa kroma de obetiaye. Wow. Because Ghana phobia and susu say maybe be ba. Ye benya a finance minister and a president omo dwene wo man ho epese wo man ni tumpon. Mona o imamema wakwaba. Mame nchia eye ahwefo amo ha nyina efa me mo akwaba. Shayatu me mamu nyina mo akwaba. Chance me mamu nyina mo akwaba. Na sene $1 no amuja see 17 cedis no. Aba forma be do 10 cedis and 11 cedis are. You people are not happy. What? Na ya pe obi no wa be tu Ghana 4 enya MPP o. Anga senka CPP for ne ba be 2 yefo. Because CPP for the omo bumani bida am yehunu wo performance under the leadership of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Osajifo, of course. Dinanka yese CPP for the ba and then Ghana for bekasa. Nanka ye ni mu say eye Dr. Hilary Liman ni party for ne beba bekasa because almost so much tasty power da. Enye MPP a na anu ya no mo kofa ba yo. Ede wo ka ahokere amane ede to Ghana so. Mwankasa mo darling boy. Magdan ebe ka kire Ghana fo nyina say the MPP government no the omaye wo man no especially private sector no ya no manye den omamboa the private sector. Mwankasa mo darling boy Magdan ene be ka asase we. Me busa me say ferie na mu nibi anase bu na mu mbu mo ho because mo respect mo ho a na mo good character nka mo ma bontene embe pipre mo say I say enkwada bia wo mo petofin de bia no wo mu susi e mo tofin ti wo mu drimika Peter Michiao wo mu drimika person mo ba bonten be kasa. Why not share MPP for? Who is bewitching the MPP political party? Why are you guys in a hurry to speak? Ghana for pomo. Ghana for mpemo. A dead D. Now no about to 2 December. 7 December. Look at how our Ghana for humiliating mo. So why are you guys in a hurry to come out to speak? And ye Jimmy ana say ye yare. I don't understand. Many more kametna si di na makamanu atum. Na ma hwede the way a year friend saying John Mahama ni team ebu amemu no. Na ma sua bibi wom. Na ma propose something that will be greater. And yes, you are coming to tell us something that you people couldn't solve. You couldn't solve Dumso. Under John Mahama, Abu Jinapo has solved Dumso. You couldn't solve a year Galamsey menace. In fact, you created Galamsey more than any government. The licenses are fiti Kwame Nkrumah penso besi John Dramani penso Ghana yede man kofo mon kwa mo bai mo be ma over thousands of people to even mine in the forest reserves. And then John Mahama Daruma, through the able minister Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa, honorable of Elembele or Solve Galamsey, far better than what you guys left. When it comes to the economy, MPP, you don't have any moral right to even talk. When it comes to Ghana's economy, how dare you people? Someone had the confidence to come out to talk. And I'm say, you're free now. You're free, you the banking cleanup exercise. How you guys deliberately collapse Ghana's indigenous banks. You're free. How tens of thousands of Ghanaians lost their jobs. You're free. And you see, sometimes I am a person who say, Nyansa na muni bi, ana jimie na ma jimi. Emu diyen na yemo, MPP for, emu diyen pa na yemo, eye jimie, ana se, eye bodam, ana se ya tumadro. Inti John Mahama ba ye ya, edu mrebi, mwanka samanu muto, from Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo se baby a wedu no wapem ontimi nya ho hwee biem na wo hwe anim say a leader will come and take us out of the mess that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ken Ofori-Atta, you guys of MPP created. Nana was fed up. Dibusan about economy no. Oso ni answer bia. Na the only answer ne say wo hwe anim say Nyankopon ebesoma obofuo bi Ababa bejiye. Sometimes on wonipa wo na uka wanu tumwa yebu nyansani yo. And that is why you see I tell my people of MPP, I say shut up. Learn from Ato Forson. Learn from John Dramani Mahama. Learn from the NDC. Learn. Be quiet. Don't be silly and learn. Anyashi, you guys promise us to say, in the times of Kufuor and Aliu Mahama, $1 was 1 cedis. In the time of Atta Mills and Mahama, $1 was 2 cedis, according to your Messiah Akufo-Addo. That if he was Atta Mills and Mahama, he was going to resign when the dollar was 2 cedis. Ladies and gentlemen, he came and met the dollar at 4 cedis. Under his watch, the dollar jumped from 4 cedis to 5 cedis, 6 cedis. That dwarf, that nincompoop, that short man devil, when the dollar hit 7 cedis, did not resign. Bawumia and his wife came out to say that, if it was the MPP, if it was NDC, the dollar would have run to 10 cedis, 11 cedis. God punished them and exposed them. The dollar left from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 17 cedis per dollar. Such fools today want to open their stinky mouth to talk to us. Shut up with your smelly breath. MPP, shut up. We don't need people like you to come and speak to us. Look, do you know how many people who died because of your bad economic policies? Do you know? Do you know how many Ghanaians wallowed in abject poverty when your governance, when Akufo-Addo was in power? Huh? Or you guys just think that we've forgotten? Hey! You were feeding Ghanaian children SHS people, you were feeding them kenke with no fish. Hey, how wicked can you guys be? Meanwhile, the buffer stock boss was buying properties with monies meant to feed children. And MPP comes back and tell us they want to come and lecture the NDC that took the dollar from 17 cedis. And now the dollar is somewhere around 10 or 11 cedis. Mama mia. If I wake up tomorrow and even the dollar goes to the extent of 25 cedis, I will still not blame this government. Because you left a dollar, destroy the cedi. The cedi depreciated under John Mahama for the first time in the history of Ghana. Cedi is appreciating against the dollar, not just in 1 month, not just in 2 months, in 11 months. Hey! And you think that we should just forget so soon? Huh? You think that we should just forget so soon and say that, oh, MPP, we need MPP. Ghana, we want, hey. You guys, you should give us some, you should accord us some respect. That not all Ghanaians are fools. Not all Ghanaians are fools. Come on. How on earth can an MPP member come and lecture this new government? Lecture us. Lecture Ato Forsen on finance. Even your so-called Adam Smith, Mahmoud Bawumia, who told the entire nation that he has arrested the dollar. The dollar that he claimed he arrested broke jail, prison break. So please, the least said about the MPP, the better. You guys should shut up. You are a disgrace. You don't have the men. Currently, you don't have men and women. A day will come, maybe, yes. But for now, if I look through the MPP, who among you is the wise man to even lead a nation like our great country, Ghana? Who among you is the wise person? Is it Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Is it Dr. Efriye? Who among you? Is it Dr. So and so Brian the Champon? Tell me. So why? That's what time we quadrua. Now we're in America too. Hey, MPP government spent $15 million to cook wache. Spent $4 million for just common tax. Hey! And today, the man that scored F in chains is coming to advise the people who are scoring ABC. Nanyama. I am so surprised. Your confidence, this is foolish confidence from the former finance minister. It is foolish confidence to even have the effrontery to even gather, sit down and address the nation on the budget 2026. Hey, you have no respect for Ghanaians. Hey, huh? Let's listen to this. Maybe they think we have forgotten.
And all my money, I must confess, I
listen to this. Maybe these fools think we have forgotten. Forgive my French. But a fool is a fool. Listen to this. Listen to this.
I am a pensioner. And all my money, I must confess, I know I'm on air. The money that I saved to take care of my pension time has been taken over by the banking cleanup. So I don't have my money to support such a wonderful book. And if I tell you how much that I saved for over 30 years to take care of my position now, you weep for me. And I get nervous. How at my age to picket as Minister of Finance? Because the legitimate money that I made has been taken over and I'm not being paid.
No banking depositor lost 1 cedi.
Listen to the liar Bawumia. When people died and lost monies, he said nobody lost their monies. And this man is going about telling the MPP people to vote for him so that he can lead. So that come 2028, he will come and contest and lead the nation Ghana. Let me tell Bawumia, even when it comes to competition, Enya Bawumia fe any the Ashanti regional minister. Timmy, if we say ye kotoaba, Dr. Amwako hini jina hase, Bawumia jina hase, yesi yen kotoaba ma wubia, Ghana fwanyansa betu abanama, Dr. Amwako hini. Not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Hey! This man who is suffering from physiological fantastica, Google it. Hey! This man and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, once upon a time, they were competing with Satan, Lucifer. Lucifer had to go to God and say, God, how thou created Akufo-Addo and Bawumia? See how they are competing with me, Lucifer. Hey, these two, I watched a movie called Two Stupid Dogs. I think it was a cartoon. These two were competing with Satan. Lies upon lies. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Hey! Shege Banza. Ewi balao, Juloy, Ole, Ewule, Anvanle. These two. Bawumia too wants to become president of the Republic of Ghana. La illallah. May God have mercy and forgive his soul. Hey! This man, once upon a time, he and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo were competing with Satan. Trust me. This is a man who went to Cape Coast and said, the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you, Central Region people. We are building you guys an airport. Hey! And the lie was so huge that even Akufo-Addo screamed and shouted, hey, Bawumia. Me chantron nenso awode. Yours is too much. Bawumia wants to be Ghana's president. The standard to become president of Ghana has sunk so low. Oh yes. Bawumia. Oh, I think that we need to come with a better criteria that befit the nation Ghana. Not just any new compute like Bawumia can pick up a form and says, I want to contest on a ballot paper. Hey! Hey, Charlie, this is something. This is an insult to Ghana. That such a person, why is Sano? Bawumia, why is Sano? Also want to become president. Because Akufo-Addo, the short dwarf, was a president of Ghana. Hey, MPP, what a disgrace. So MPP people claim that they have men and they couldn't parade the best fine brains from their political party, but rather they want to give us a man who is suffering from ideological fantastica. Hey, a man who, anytime he opens his mouth, is full of gibberish. A bomb. Hey, a man who promised us that he has 177 questions and that Emisa Atta, may his soul rest in peace, should answer those questions. This man was jumping from university to university, lecturing Ghanaians as if he was the proper Adam Smith to come and change the fortunes of Ghanaians. Hey, little did we know that he was just a chew and pour student. Listen to this again. Listen.
Everybody maintained.
Listen.
I am a pensioner. And all my money, I must confess, I know I'm on air. The money that I saved to take care of my pension time has been taken over by the banking cleanup. So I don't have my money to support such a wonderful book. And if I tell how much that I saved for over 30 years to take care of my position now, you weep for me. And I get nervous. How at my age to picket as Minister of Finance? Because the legitimate money that I made has been taken over and I'm not being paid.
No banking depositor lost
lying.
1 cedi.
You just heard the man saying that he lost everything. Bawumia is saying that not even one depositor lost money. Hey! This is a dangerous man. I am afraid of people who are full of themselves and always lies through their teeth. Hey! His old tongue always loved to wag. Give me Ghana's governance. Let me lead. This is what they did to Kwame Nkrumah in 1966. They overthrew Nkrumah. And when they got power, they couldn't even manage a KVIP toilet. That is why they always like to say, I will build you toilet, because they know that as for that one, all that they need is to just sit down and get some daily graphics and cut it for people who are coming to use the KVIP toilet. This is the people we are talking about. Empty brains, always making the most noise. Empty brains, always shouting, give it to me, give the Ebusiapein to me, give me the Ghana's Ebusiapein, and I'm going to change the fortunes of Ghanaians. Anytime you give it to them, they sell the fortunes for cheap and they run away to the foreign land. This is the guys. These be they who always shout the loudest and proclaim that they are the ones with fine brains to change the fortunes of Ghanaians. These are the people, deadly people. Be careful of them. The MPP, they keep changing their names, but they remain the same. Thieves, wicked men and wicked women. The MPP, full of tribal bigots. You just heard recently what Kennedy Japan said, that the Southerners should also vote for him because he belongs to them, because the Northerners are saying that Bawumia is their brother. Because Bawumia is also preaching tribal bigotry politics. These are the people. Let me tell you, don't vote for them. For nothing good comes out of them. I'm telling you. These are the people. Wale Adam Smith. That is what Dr. K is telling us. Hey! Piccadilly Bawumia, a swindler, a 419 man. Hey! Lord have mercy upon Ghana. Governance has become so cheap that people like Bawumia, governance has become so cheap that people like Bawumia also want to become president, because Akufo-Addo, the short dwarf, was once a president. Ah! Radi Nyankopon. Bejieno. Bejien. Can you imagine if Bawumia is the president? Can you just imagine? Ladies and gentlemen, so please forget about this.
Everybody maintained.
Listen to this one.
It is my earnest hope that the machetes and weapons brandished last week at the residence of the NDC's presidential candidate, the former
fake people always wanna be like the white man with fake accent. Nkrumah lived in Aburokyire more than the years Akufo-Addo spent in Aburokyire. But the Akufo-Addo came back with an accent. The man who came to seek political asylum in 1957, August. And now the Danko Akufo-Addo and his family people, they came to United Kingdom to seek political asylum. That's why you see their family members being born here. The lives of Gabi Asariochidako and Co, who were born in Chelsea. Because when they came, they gave them free house and took care of them. Or because they had to snitch. They had to do kokonsa on Ghana to get British passport. Fake people always want to be like the white man. These are the people who don't believe in Ghanaians. And I'm telling you, if they believe in you, I'll tell you. Omunjimundi. Omunya chance, they want to steal you people, and they will bring the money to the land of Akwesi Broni. And then they will tell you, I attended Yale, I attended Oxford, I attended Cambridge. And that you that attended UCC, you that you attended Legon, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, you are nobody. They don't believe in you. Every time they run to Akwesi Broni, fake accent, borrowed accent. You don't know whether he's speaking English or he's speaking in Cherishes. You just said tan, just because they want to belong. Listen to them. These teams.
When I'm with the said maybe 1.1 million and 1.4.5 million.
Listen to this.
Dollars. Now maybe now break down. What's that paper? What it means in the say? Wait. I don't know about 3,000 Ghana cedis based on the place in Amayeno. Next I give way. Now in A4 sheet way. That come now A4 sheet way. A4 sheet here me say. A trafo. It's way A6. Who say A4, A5? Who say A6? Sa4 and the way back home. And then I can teach you
They sold common paper.
4.5. Yes,
They sold common paper for Ghanaians $4.5 million. Dan Kweku Yeboah, a thief, must be arrested. And one thing in common, for Ken Oforiatta was always quoting the Bible. Be careful. Lucifer once also quoted many verses. Lucifer was also quoting the Bible. Ken Oforiatta was quoting the Bible, but in the end, he stole Ghana $1.8 billion US. He has run away. $1.8 billion US was stolen by Ken Oforiatta. If you don't know, I'm telling you. That is why I told Ghanaians in 2018, here in London, I said Ken Oforiatta is a billionaire, not a millionaire. Billion. When you buy your fuel, all those amount of monies that you were buying your fuel, Ken Oforiatta had percentage from any amount of fuel you buy. You think he was joking? He was quoting the Bible. Ken Oforiatta. And after doing the same thing, Wajane Akosha America, you are calling him, he says he's not going to come. These are the people. Be careful of the MPP party, because they will save their money here in London and in America, and they will train their children, and they will come back again in the next 20 years. Oh, God should give us long life for us to see the day that their sons and daughters will come, and we will tell our children, be careful of these people. They are the Pharisees and the Sadducees. They will come and steal from you. They feel so entitled and so important. Don't forget about the Ejapa document, Ejapadia document. Don't forget about it. The first person who showed me that book was Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum. He said, my son, read this and give me what you think about it. And when after reading it, I said, oh, Ghana. Oh, Ghana. Well, where did we go wrong? And voted for these Lucifers. These people who came to fulfill the scriptures, John 10:10. The thief cometh not only to steal. If it was stealing alone, we would say hallelujah to the highest. But after stealing us, they killed the gallant men like the Dr. Ado of Karma group of companies. They killed many people. And after they destroyed many businesses. That is the MPP for you. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Ken Oforiatta, the busiest MPP, the JP Dankwa's MPP. Be careful of them. They can never change. Like Lucifer. Lucifer cannot change. He remains the same. The old trickster. So tell me, you think MPP will change? If they change, I will come and tell you. But for now, those people in MPP still have the same characteristics of the swindlers, the busiers, the JB Dankwas, the Ken Oforiattas, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addos, who always go after the nation's purse. I shall protect the public purse. The man rather stole the purse. His brother is now running away with Ghana's purse in Minnesota, somewhere in the United States of America. We say, Mr. Man, come. You are a Christian and account for your leadership. Come, because the Bible says that thou shalt account for your stewardship. The man says, lie, I'm not going to come. He's walking on the street of America with a backpack full of money. And a oyi achia on the streets of Harlem. These are the people. I saw this same man, Ken Oforiatta, here in London with my koli eyes. And I was looking at him, a man that on the radios of Ghana and televisions of Ghana, it was broadcasted that this man is suffering. And he's on what? A sick bed in America. I saw this man in a restaurant here in London, and he was chewing bones, eating Chinese food, cracking bones. I said, wow. Is this the man that they said he is sick and that Ghanaians should pray for him so that he doesn't die? Look at this man chewing bones. La illallah. On the street on Baker Street, one of the most expensive streets in London. I monitored him. He went outside when he got a call. Went outside and stood outside on the phone for over 25 minutes. I was watching his movement. He came to the restaurant with his wife and one Akwesi Bruni, a Broni, and one bodyguard who looks like a Polish or a Roman boy. Thick, tall, 7.2 feet. And I was like, wow. This is how this man is spending Ghana's monies, paying for protection. This is how he's spending our monies. Oh God, the chopper funya. Hey, Ken Oforiatta is more than Satan. He is the most wicked Ghanaian. Look, I am telling you, he became billionaire in 2018 when Ghana went to borrow money. When he went for the bonds and he came and he was celebrating Kenke party, do you think that money was for you? This is a man who transferred one money from an account to a different account. 50-something million dollars got lost. $1 million. When I was a young boy, I could hear that they said that Nigerians are corrupt. The country that always is being associated with corruption was Nigeria. In Nigeria, you could hear that monkey has swallowed $30 million. I never expected that in my days and in my time, I will read the news that in Ghana, somebody transferred one money from one particular account to another account and the money got lost. Wow. Hey, MPP, wicked people. Hey, MPP, what they did to my grandfather Kwame Nkrumah or Sajifo, I thought they could do better than him. I thought they would build Ghana and make Ghana bigger and better when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to science, defense, when it comes to everything. I thought they would do better than Nkrumah. Hey, not knowing these people were the Ajana 1, Ajana 2. These people were full of deceits. These people are thieves using Machiavellian tactics to steal from us, to swindle from us. Hey, as if their forefathers come from Italy, from the bloodline of swindler who was born and raised in Italy. Hey, Ghana was under a curse when MPP were in leadership. Ghana was full of people who were stealing nyafu. That is why they could sell A4 sheet, simple like this, to the entire nation. That this A4 sheet that they are selling to us is $4.5 million. Hey, Mother Ghana. Dear, let us not make that mistake. The other day, somebody said, why do you waste your time on MPP? I said, yes. If our forefathers had taken time to tell us about the JB Danquest, the Akufo-Addo's family, the Ken Oforiatta's family, we would have been more careful. But we didn't know. So I hope this video will help a young man who is watching me, that if you want to join any political party in Ghana, I recommend that you join a party, not the MPP party, because still the Akufo-Addo is still the one controlling the party. Still the Gabi Asari Ochridakos, they still feel that they are the most super powerful people controlling the lives of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, another luciferic person who is full of lies and deceit. He told a whole Inspector General of Police, IGP Okombuenu, that I, Mahmoud Bawumia Al-Aji, hi, this man went to Mecca for an Alaji title and came back to lie to Ghana's Inspector General of Police. And he said, IGP, I have arrested the dollar. Hey! Even the IGP was surprised. How can you, a banker, arrest the dollar? How can you? And me, that I am trained police officer, I couldn't even help you. The man was surprised. He said, I have locked the dollar. I have given the keys to IGP. Few moments later, the dollar broke jail. The dollar was running like Usain Bolt. Hey! As if the dollar had the engine of Jaguar. My car. Hey! The dollar was running. And they left the dollar at 17 cedis. Businessmen and women were crying. Eje, yewo. And Bawumia and Akufo-Addo were laughing. They were bathing in the skies, costing the Ghanaian taxpayer 14,000 pounds an hour. Hey, these people are insensitive. I told you, they don't believe in Ghana. They are wicked beings. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the reason why we call a character, the reason why we call the alphabet characters is because A is always A and B is always B. In Africa or Europe, etc. That is the reason why we call numbers characters, alphabets characters, because they never change. And you see, the principle of character is that it never changes. The lives of MPP, they will never change. They shall forever remain the same. Wickedness, evil. If they change, I will come and tell you. The gravity of principle. The gravity is a principle. What goes up must come down. But let me tell you something. If you think that what NDC is doing today, Ghana is going up, you think that, okay, let me follow the gravity principle and go and vote for MPP, we shall come down in 2028. So that's why I am telling you today that principle is principle. Today we have John Dramani Mahama fixing the nation, fixing the country. Why change a winning team if John Mahama is not even going to contest in 2028? Why change the NDC? You have seen it. You've seen what is going on. It is only a fool who will say, let me change a winning team. It is only a fool who will change a winning team. When Liverpool changed their winning coach, you have seen it. They are losing Porto. Let us not make that mistake. For the MPP has nothing good to offer Ghana. The MPP has nothing good to offer. Their star, their darling boy was Akufo-Addo when we were growing up. When we were growing up, we could hear Akufo-Addo's name. That as for Akufo-Addo, he's a no-nonsense. He's a patriotic son. When he comes coming to arrest people who have stolen our money. He's coming to make sure that he will fix the nation. Hey, little did we know that the man who promised to put his what presidency on the line to fix Galamsey was the gold mafia himself, according to Al Jazeera. The story is still there. They have never deleted the story. Akufo-Addo and his dogs were backing Al Jazeera. If you don't delete this story, we are going to sue you. Al Jazeera said, look at these people. They think we are Peace FM. They think that we are Asempa Radio. Look at these Naniama people. Go and sue us. We are ready for you. Akufo-Addo and his cousins never returned to sue Al Jazeera. Alistair Matthias said Akufo-Addo is a gold mafia. No wonder he came out to defend Wontimi, who was mining in the forest. So I am telling you today, a person with character lives on principle and not on popularity. A person with character lives on principles and not popularity. A person of character doesn't need the police. They police themselves. And that is why the NDC today are policing their own political party. They don't need the MPP people who are thieves and led by the Luciferic spirits. Akufo-Addo, JB Dankwa, Dumbo, and Buzies and Co. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you that when you vote for John Mahama, you will not regret. Today, it has come to pass that those that waited upon the Lord and voted for John Dramani Mahama are seeing a change. Oh yes, maybe the change is slow, but it's a progress change. We are not retrogressing. That is the good news. And some of us will do everything in our power to see John Mahama and Ghana succeed. I know the foolish ones will wish that Ghana failed, just like Akufo-Addo. The NLM and Co. wish Nkrumah to fail and did everything to see the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah, including the Kulungungu bombing that led to the death of Kwame Nkrumah. And I can tell you, as a nation Ghana, the MPP will still be with us. Just like the Bible said. These men, for they shall always be with us. The Bible said, the poor people shall always be with us. The poor, he was not referring to human poverty, as in you lack money. The Bible was referring to the mind poverty. People who cannot think and shout and cannot reason and always wish evil. So as for the MPP, they will forever be with us. So we cannot change the MPP. But we have to be careful that we do not allow the MPP to cling to power, to go and sit on the seat of governance. That was the mistake they did in 1966. And we all saw what happened. That was the mistake we did in 2016. And we all saw what happened. The finance minister, Otilo Joloi Ejofoi Eshigana. If he was a man who really loves the nation and is patriotic, he would have stayed behind. I have not seen any foreign finance minister in the UK, in Germany, in France, in America, that after his stewardship, he ran to hide in Nigeria or Benin or Ghana. Why is he running away? Because he knows that he has stolen billions of dollars. Remember, it is not millions of dollars. Quote me anywhere. It is billions of dollars. I said this on national radio and national television here in London. I said, Akufo-Addo, Juloy. And they reported me 3 good times to the British police. Early in the morning, my office was surrounded with over 8 cars. What was my crime? Akufo-Addo says that I want to overthrow him. I'm defaming him in a foreign land. The British people are not fools like the followers of the MPP. They are not dumb like the followers of the MPP. They investigated and they said, I am free. They said, I can even sue the government of Ghana if I want. And I spoke to my lawyer. He said, let's go ahead and sue them for big money. Then I remembered when I was a little boy, what my mother told me. So we try to take Maria to wait. If I sue Ghana and collect all these monies will be coming from Kaya years who have suffered. And I let it slide. And when Papa Owusu Ankrumah was about to leave London, when his term of office came to an end, he invited me. And I will not forget, you can cut this video and post it anywhere. Papa Owusu Ankrumah looked into my eyes. We sat on a round table having lunch here in London. And he said, look, my son, if there is any politician that I respect since my service here in London for 8 good years, it is you, this young man. Continue and never stop. Because I had the chance to sue Ghana for millions of pounds. I had the chance, but I did not do it. He says, such character is rare. And he thanked me. We hugged each other. And he said, take this, my personal number. Call me anytime, any day, any hour, and I will answer your call, for you are an honest person. Oh, yes. You cannot buy me. I come from the bloodline of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the Osajifo. I come from the bloodline of the man who gave us our first political party, UGCC, Dr. Pa Grant. I love Ghana. And I want to see Ghana do well, so that we can brag with our nation to other countries like the Germans, like the Americans, like the Chinese. But we can only build Ghana if we team together and make sure that, yes, we cannot change the destination, but we can change the direction. So let us change the direction. That direction that people see themselves as Voltarians, people see themselves as Ashantis, and that the Voltarian is an enemy, that the Nzima is an enemy. No, we have to see ourselves as Ghana first. That with our strength and our might, we can make Ghana a prosperous country for all of us to enjoy, irrespective of which part of region you comes from. This is what I was taught when I was growing up. This is my principles of life, that Ghana can only be built by Ghanaians. The white man, what our forefathers said to us, they said, Akwesi Abroni, he doesn't care about us. It is IMF, they don't care. They are in for the profit. And so Ghana can only be built by us if we put Ghana first and love Ghana and become more patriotic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I will end today's conversation. It is a cold winter getting towards Christmas. May the good Lord be with us all to see that John Dramani Mahama, the Joshua of our time, to take us to the promised land. Assalamu alaikum. Have a great weekend. Peace in Dinamilu. Yami Iraye. Bale. Love you all. and take good care of yourselves.